Hello and welcome back to the Lex E. Rojas vlog. I'm your host, Lex E. Rojas, aka Dakota Woolmer, aka Dakota R. Wolf. I hope you enjoyed episode 1. If you haven't seen it yet, please go check that out. Link is in the description. I worked really hard editing that, and most likely just as much effort went into editing this one. And I just really hope it is appreciated. On Saturday, I was babysitting for a family from out of the country who were staying at the New Yorker hotel. And when the child fell asleep, I was able to get all of that editing done. On Sunday, I went to that same hotel room again, captured this beautiful footage, and this footage as well. Leading up to my return to the New Yorker hotel, I was strategizing via text with V Infuso regarding the upcoming series. I'm so excited to get started. Sunday I stayed in that hotel room until like mid-evening. It was about 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when I finally started heading home. I picked up some food on my way, got yelled at by an MTA employee. Oh yeah, I got on the A train and it was delayed. Nobody really knew why, except for the people who happened to walk onto the train car with vomit in the corner. I was one of those people. Now, oddly enough, there was no smell to the vomit, so most of us just kind of like sat really far away from it and just, you know, acted like it didn't exist because this is New York City and we just want to get where we're going. And like a minute or two later, an MTA employee comes into the car and he goes, "Get up and move to one of the other cars." But like before anyone has any time to react whatsoever, he repeats himself, "Get up and move to another car." And by this time, everyone's starting to like kind of get their stuff together to get up. And yet again, this time much louder, "Get up and move to one of the other cars." So finally I was like, "So we hear you." And he's like, "Then you gotta move." And I'm like, bruh, it takes a fucking second. Out loud, I was like, yeah, it takes a second. Not all of us are able-bodied. Give us 2 seconds to stand. Like, damn. So we all moved to other train cars, and I assume they cleaned, you know, in that one. And that was it. Just like, why the hell you gotta be rude? Then a message comes out apologizing for the inconvenience of being delayed. I'm like, yeah, apologize for the delay, but not for your rude-ass employee. Anyway, all we can do is move on. That's my mom's voice right there. Monday morning, it's back to school for the little one. We actually got an email Sunday night saying, like from the teacher, saying to try to make sure the kids get to school on time so we can try to reestablish routine, and apparently they're switching seats and stuff today, and that's all great. We still ended up being 10 minutes late because, well, I didn't get good sleep last night. Because lo and behold, I have a toddler who decided to wake up at 1 in the morning sobbing for who knows what reason. When she did eventually calm down, she asked for water, and then she wanted to watch Teletubbies and play around instead of like sleeping. So it was a struggle to get her back to sleep. And then she was up again at 4 in the morning, and I had to deal with her again at 4 in the morning. And then when my alarm went off at 6, she was either still awake or woke up from it. So I like tried to soothe her back to sleep, and then I accidentally fell back asleep until my next alarm. This is why I set multiple alarms, guys, because I know this shit happens. And then it was a struggle to get the 8-year-old up because she didn't want to go to bed at a decent time the night before, and it was all what it was. And we're moving on. We're walking. So also on my way to work on Monday, while I was transferring at J Street Metro Tech, there was this little old man who like did not speak a lick of English, and he's trying to get to Coney Island, to Brighton, and wants to make sure he's going the right way and getting on the correct train. And I'm trying to help him, but I don't speak his language, which I eventually figure out is probably Russian because he said "da" at one point. And you know, it's like my only context clue, because he didn't really even try to speak his native tongue much either. So like my only context clue is that he said "da," so I'm like, I guess he's Russian. Like, I did my best to help him, and he invited for me to sit next to him on the train, And when I got up to leave, he kissed my hand. He was a very sweet old man, and I hope he got where he was trying to go. Also, side tangent time, I have 2 subway stories for you. I bring them up chronologically, we'll see. So, Monday evening, on the way home from work, I was on the train, and some guy is playing, like, those stupid TikTok sermon videos. And yes, I say stupid because you're listening to an automated voice tell you about the Bible. It's like up there with asking AI for spiritual advice. Like, you're really gonna seek spiritual advice from something with no soul? Anyway, so he's listening to these sermons, and the first one is like this barber who gives a homeless guy a haircut and then gives him a free suit, and the homeless guy's like, why are you helping me? And he's like, because God doesn't bless hands that are clenched. And I'm like, so you're saying that you're only helping this man because you hope that God will bless you? Like, I feel like you're missing the point of being kind. Like, you should be kind because it's in your heart, because you want to do the right thing, not because, oh, God will give me blessings. Like, that's a terrible reason to do things. That's like being religious just because you're afraid of going to hell. Like, that's a terrible reason. Anyway, the second story happened the following day in the morning on the A train. So we're all packed in like sardines, right? Which is pretty normal for the A train at like 8:30 in the morning. And we're like one stop away from where I got a transfer. And this man right next to me, for some reason, just suddenly grabs his jacket and he starts like doing this. And my first thought, out of my control, just pops into my head, is, what, are you trying to cover up your boobies? You afraid we're gonna look? And so then I'm sitting there for the next 5 minutes trying not to laugh because it won't make any sense. People are gonna look at me like I'm insane. But what was it? What was the purpose, man? Like, it's not like the next stop is cold. It's not like the train was cold. We're packed in. We got a lot of body heat. What was this? What was this? It's 3 Kings Day, which we celebrated by waking up the children early and giving them their gifts, which were marked only by a single boot. So usually for 3 Kings, you get your gift in the boot, but we got them bigger gifts, so we just put gift bags next to the boots. And it was really cute. The baby got all her stuff out by herself, and then she even let AJ like have her turn, which AJ was like, I'm gonna be nice and let my sister go first. So it was really sweet. And AJ got cute new boots that she's very excited about and decided to wear to school that very day. So I'm just really happy that my kids are happy. I love them so much. I've been having a lot of trouble motivating myself to write. Yeah, so Wednesday I got back a little bit into the writing groove. I even wrote a scene for the upcoming web series. On Thursday, a special guest appeared at my daughter's school. She actually she got pretty close, but she tried to go up and like say hi to him and stuff, but she was pleasantly waiting her turn, and a bunch of people were pushing her, and eventually she ended up getting elbowed in the face. So yeah, she didn't get to meet him. And the school didn't deal with looking at changing schools, actually. Because this is not the first time that something has happened with her where the school did not deal with it in a manner that we deemed appropriate. So I contacted the school that we hope to transfer my child to, and I'm hoping that we get a response soon because I don't want to keep her out of school for too long, obviously. Saturday, I took the kids with me to do laundry, and then we went back to Fresh Shogun, where I gave them extra tip money to make up for last time. I spent like the whole afternoon folding laundry and spread some cockroach killing dust, dye something earth that I hope will succeed in dehydrating and killing these vermin. The rest of the evening was pretty uneventful. We had dinner, watched a couple movies, I could not sleep. It's 1 in the morning. It's technically Sunday. Can't sleep. Well, now it's like 1:13. But, yeah, I'm gonna take a shower and hope that that'll, like, calm my nervous system down and I can sleep. Tomorrow we're going to the Museum of Ice Cream. Whoa! It'll be a hoot. Hoot, hoot. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing with your friends. If you love my ADHD antics, stay with me because I promise to keep releasing more unhinged vlog entries. Thanks again, and remember to lead with empathy.